Can you hear my voice? અવાજ આવે છે? હેલો. પેલામાંથી એકવાર અનમ્યુટ કરો ને, અવાજ આવે છે જોઈ લે. હેલો. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, now we can hear.
Okay, that's it. I just want to confirm it, right? Okay, so let's begin with chapter number 2, right? We have already discussed one topic of chapter number 2, that is in the previous session. Now there are many points that we are going to learn today. So sometimes you might feel that there are a lot of points, how to remember, right? So I have made a trick, right, to remember the points of chapter number 2, how you can remember this chapter in an easy way, right? So before we begin, I'll tell you how you need to remember this chapter. The topic that we did yesterday were art of Indian artisans, right? We all discussed about the art, right? Second one was art clay work. Third one was art of weaving. Fourth one was art of embroidery. And the fifth one was of leather industry, right? We discussed 5 topics yesterday, right? So that were all related to art. Moving towards today's topic. The topic that we are going to discuss today are all related to the particular kind of work which requires more skills, compared to an art. Art means you have a natural talent, right? So all the work that you are doing makes easy work for you because you already have that art in you. But here in this type of work, you require more concentration. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss today. That is diamond industry. You require all the details to prepare a diamond. Say jari work, small jari work, the designs which are being made on the windows, jari work, metal, wooden, inlay. What inlays we'll discuss later on. Akik and painting. Right? So this is topic number 2 that we are going to discuss today. This many points, right? Now there are few more points that are coming on the next topic. That is topic number 3 that we are going to discuss Monday. So how will you remember? So the topic is Fine Arts of India. Fine Arts of India. In this topic, everything is related to dance. Everything is related to dance. For example, music, art of dance, Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathakali, Kathak dance, and all the other different types of dance. Right? So that finishes your chapter. So you can remember in this way chapter number 2 because there are a lot of points and lot of paragraphs in each and every point. So I understand that it becomes quite difficult to remember each and everything. Alright? So that is why I have made 3 parts of this chapter. Right? So you need to prepare like this. Right? આ રીતે જો તમે પ્રિપેર કરશો so it will be very easy for you to understand chapter number 2, right? Topic number 3, that is fully related to dance, right? That is Kuchipudi and Bharatnatyam and Kathak dance and different types of dance, right? Even Gujarat dance and Garba and all that kind of things are being again included, right? Topic number 1, that is all related to art. That is art of work, weaving, embroidery and all that kind of things, right? And topic number 2, the topic that we are going to discuss today, that requires minute and more hard work or skill work, right? It's a hand work only, but the amount of concentration that you require is much more here in this concept that we are going to learn today. That is topic number 2. Whether it is diamond, whether it is jari, whether it is metal, whether it is a wooden art, whether it is inlay, whether it is painting or akik work, whatever it is, right? It requires more concentration. So you can remember this chapter in this way, right? I'm again repeating, I have divided this chapter into 3 topics, right? First, that is related to art. The third topic that we are going to discuss on Monday, that is related to dance. And the second topic that is related to minute works or more concentrations which being required in this type of work, right? So this is how you can remember this chapter, or an easy way to understand this chapter. I hope you understand what am I trying to say. right? If you don't understand, at the end of the video you can ask the questions, right? So this is the way that you can learn this chapter number 2. So it makes lot of points, right? So આ રીતે એક મેથડ છે અથવા એક ટ્રીક છે જે રીતે તમે આ ચેપ્ટરને લર્ન કરી શકો છો. Okay, so let's begin with today's topic, that is diamond industry. Take out your textbook, that is on page number 10, right? Diamond, that is beadwork and enamel works, minute works that we need to do to prepare a diamond, right? India has 7,517 kilometers long coastline surrounding all the 3 directions, that is east, west and south, right? Underline that statement, right? 7,517 kilometers of the coastline from the east that goes to the south and that goes to the west, right? East થી લઈને નીચે સુધી south અને south થી લઈને ઉપર west સુધી total જે દરિયાની coast line છે, right? The sea lines, that is the coastal lines, that is 7,517 kilometers, right? And Gujarat holds 1,600 kilometers of the coastal line, right? માંથી ગુજરાતનો જે આખો મેપ છે એમાં 1600 કિલોમીટર તો ખાલી ગુજરાતમાં છે. So you can imagine how prosperous our state is in the terms of business, or industries, right? So it's a gift of nature. It's a gift of nature, right? કારણ કે 4 parts હોય, south, north, east and west. એ 4 માંથી almost 3 પાર્ટમાં તો આપણી પાસે coastal lines. That means there are many ways through which, right, the business can be done easily, through seaways, right? ને દરિયો હોય એટલે દરિયાની અંદર તો ઘણું બધું હોય, right? Oil and all that kind of things which can be extracted from the oceans very easily, right? So it's a benefit for us, or a gift given by the nature to our country, right? So underline that statement, that is 7,517 kilometers coastline surrounding all the 3 directions, that is east, west and south. North માં નથી કારણ કે ઉપર હિમાલયાસ છે, right? So diamond and beads are available in plenty. There had been a wide use of gems and diamonds since the ancient times. Since ancient times, trade of diamond and beads was carried out through sea routes. See, the business of diamond was being carried out through sea routes. હજી પણ આજની તારીખમાં પણ, even today, right, many of the business are being done through sea routes, right, with different countries across the sea. Diamond stud ornaments have been in great demand in foreign countries since long, right? American diamond કહેવાય, right? Girls might know all this concept, right? બે ટાઈપના diamond હોય, original હોય ને the first copy હોય, that is known as the American diamond, which looks same as the diamond, right? So that kind of diamonds are being made in our country and being exported to other countries, right? So that creates a lot of business. Right? Since long, આજનું નથી, ઘણા સમયથી છે, right? The world famous diamond like Kohinoor and Great Mughal were found from India only. Underline that statement also, right? The original diamond, that is the Kohinoor, and the Great Mughal diamond were being found from India only, right? Earth crust કરીએ ને તો એટલું બધું નીકળે જમીનમાંથી that we cannot even imagine, right? ઘણી બધી વસ્તુ, ઘણા બધા સોર્सेस, ઘણા બધા રિસોર્सेस, right, આપણા પર્ટિક્યુલર નેશનની અંદર છે, right? But we are not able to find it properly. If we find all the types of resources, India can be a self-sufficient country at one point of time, right? This much resources are there, hidden resources. હજી તો તમે વિચાર કરો, 7,000 almost 7,500 kilometers of coastline છે, તો કેટલો મોટો ઓશિયનનો પાર્ટ છે. The sea is too big for us, right? So it is very difficult to find what it is in the sea, right? But still the process are going on and we are finding something new each and every day, right? So that is a resource that we have as a form of gift through nature, right? Kohinoor, one of the world famous diamond Kohinoor and the great Mughal were being found from India only, right? આ એક બહુ મોટી એક કહેવાય ને એક achievement or you can say a gift for our nation, right? બધું ઇન્ડિયામાંથી જ મળે છે જો, right? World famous diamond એ બી ઇન્ડિયામાંથી છે, right? This is what it is, right? As Indians are fond of diamonds and beaded ornaments. Beaded એટલે small ornaments જે પેલા ચોંટાડે ને એ, right? Variety is found in great deal. Earlier rich and royal people used to wear diamond jewelry apart from gold ornaments. જે રાજા રજવાડા હતા, that means the previous kings and the queens, they used to wear the diamond ornaments. They used to wear the diamond ornaments at that point of time. They had that much amount of diamonds, so they used to wear as a form of the jewelry also, right? Diamond, rubies, beads, emerald and topaz, these are the different types, right? Were used to adorn and beautify the thrones and crowns and jewelry. આ બધું crowns ઉપર જે મુગટ હોય ને એમાં બધું ચોંટાડે, right? Rubies, colors ની અલગ અલગ rubies હોય, red and green and all that kind of rubies, right? એ throne ઉપર રાજા જે બેસે એ જગ્યા ઉપર અને એના મુગટ ઉપર, that is on the particular throne and the crown, they used to put it as an jewelry. They used to put it as an jewelry, right? પહેલાના જમાનામાં લોકો કપડામાં gold ચોંટાડતા, right? They used to even have small pieces of gold even on their clothes also. The king and the prince and the queen, right? એમની જે stick હોય અથવા એમનું જે પણ જે શાસન હોય જ્યાં બેઠા હોય, the place where the king sits, right? That is the throne. Even that particular thing was also being decorated by gold and the diamond ornaments, right? Beautify the thrones and crowns and jewelry like bracelets and garland etc. of the kings. Bed work is also found prominent in Gujarat. The beautiful bed, that is torans. Bed એટલે torans, right? આપણે જે તોરણ લટકાવીએ ને એ torans, પછી pots, બારી, windows, right? Door grills, door ઉપર જે grill હોય ને design વાળી એ, right? Frames, ચકડા, that is a traditional wall piece. એક દિવાલ ઉપર એક ચકડા જેવું લગાડેલું હોય, right? I don't know how to make you understand, but એક પેલું લગાવેલું હોય, that is a part of design. That is a part of design. If you search on internet you will have an idea what ચકડા is, right? ઘણા લોકો જૂના જમાનાના જે હોય ને જૂના ઘર, right? એમના ઘરમાં આ બધી વસ્તુ વધારે જોવા મળે, right? A traditional wall piece, decorative coconut used at the time of ceremonies, that is langna and nariyal, indoni, modia, a net which covers the mouth of bullock horns, a net which covers the mouth of bullock horns, right? Hand fans, animal back cover, that is jewel, etc. are knitted in a unique and artistic way. In a unique and artistic way. All these things, my point is, all these things are being made by the humans through their hands. Through their hands, right? The terms which are being given in this paragraph, right? If you find it on Google, you will have the images, so you will understand what it is. I cannot explain through the images. I need to show the images over here, then only I can explain, right? આ બધી વસ્તુ ઘણા લોકો અત્યારે અથવા હજુ પણ યુઝ કરે છે, right? કેટલા લોકો તોરણ લટકાવે, તોરણ તમે સમજી ગયા છો what torans are, right? પણ જે બીજા ટર્મ્સ આપેલા છે ચકડા and all that kind of things, you need to find it by yourself, right? And you will have the images and you will understand, oh આ તો અમારા ઘરમાં પણ છે, right? આપણે કદાચ ટર્મ થી એ કહેવાય ને અનુકૂળ ના અથવા સાંભળેલી ના હોય, right? But you might have all these things even in your house also, right? So this requires all the particular minute and skill works, right, which was being there at that point of time and which is being even followed now. This represents an artistic way. Of, that is diamond, that is bead and enamel work, right? India has been a leading country in jewelry since their immemorial, right? Jewelry no concept, right? India ma bahut famous hai, right? Many people love to wear the jewelries, rings and bracelets and chain and set and all that, especially ladies and girls, right? They have even more attraction towards the gold, right? So it's not from today, it's from the ancient times, right? India is the only country in the world where expertise can be seen in enamel work. Underline that statement, right? India is the only country in the world, right, which has an expertise or can be seen in enamel work, the minute designs that are being created, right? Apart from gold and silver work, right? Enamel work means the artistic skill. See, now enamel work શું છે તમને કહું designs. Now it has been specified over here what it is. Enamel work means the artistic skills of inlaying the bright colors like red, green and blue in gold and silver ornaments like rings, bangles, earrings, keychains, etc. Right? જે કોઈ બી એક વસ્તુ હોય એની અંદર એ ડિઝાઇન નાની ક્રિએટ કરે થ્રુ different source with colors that is red, green and blue in gold and silver ornaments. રાઈટ ઘણા લોકો પેલું પગમાં પાયલ પહેરતા હોય તો જો ચાંદી હોય ને એમાં અંદર એક ડિઝાઇન હશે, રાઈટ? રેડ કલરની ને બ્લુ કલરની. ગોલ્ડની રિંગ પહેરતા હોય તો એમાં એક ડાયમંડ હશે અલગ અલગ કલરની, એન્ડ ઓલ ધેટ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ થિંગ્સ, રાઈટ? This is known as the enamel work. This is known as the enamel work. કોઈ બી એક વસ્તુ એની અંદર માઇન્યુટલી નાની ડિઝાઇન્સ થ્રુ ડિફરન્ટ કલર્સ મૂકવામાં આવે છે. That is known as the enamel work, right? I'm repeating it again, try to understand. Enamel work means the artistic skill. It requires art, right? Of inlaying that is putting bright colors like red, green, blue in gold and silver ornaments like rings, bangles, earrings, keychain, etc. Experts of enamel work are seen especially in Jaipur, Delhi, Lucknow, Varanasi and Hyderabad. Underline that statement also. આવા લોકો આર્ટિસ્ટિક લોકો ઇન્ડિયામાં કઈ જગ્યાએ છે? જયપુર, દિલ્હી, લખનઉ, વારાણસી and Hyderabad. 5 places, right? I hope the concept of diamond, beadwork and enamel work is clear, right? બે ત્રણ વસ્તુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે, ખાસ ધ્યાન રાખજો. First is the coastline, that is 7,517 kilometers, that is east, west and south, right? The second thing that is considered is diamond, two types, that is Kohinoor and Great Mughals, right? And the third thing, that is the second paragraph, torans and beadwork, that is pots, grills, chakda, indoni, jewels, right? All that kind of things in the second paragraph. And in the third paragraph, that is enamel work, artistic skills of inlaying bright colors in gold and silver, right? That is in like rings and bangles and earrings, keychains, etc. So this represents diamond, beadwork and enamel work, right? જેટલી વસ્તુ છે અંડરલાઈન કરાવી છે. I hope you are writing in the separate book, right? Let's move ahead. જારી work. જારી, આપણે જે જારી કહીએ ને, right? બારીમાં હોય અથવા જે જારી જૂના જમાનાનો ટર્મ છે. This is an old saying, right? જારી work. સિદ્દી સૈયદની જારી, right? અમદાવાદમાં છે. હવે એ જે વર્ક છે ને, that is again an creativity, or that is again an art, right? So what it is, let's look ahead in the textbook. Jari work is seen in India since ancient time. It is again an work that has been done since ancient times. Golden and silver threads are woven with clothes, and embroidery is done with gold and silver threads to decorate the clothes. હજી 1 મિનિટ પહેલા જ મેં આ ટર્મ તમને કીધી. પહેલાના જમાનામાં કિંગ, queen and daughter હોય the prince or the princess, right? They used to put gold in their clothes, right? They used to put gold in their clothes, right? અમારા religion according એક saint હતા, Saint Francis, right? એનું ડેડ બોડી હજી પણ ગોવામાં છે, ઘણા લોકોએ સાંભળ્યું હશે. તો એ જગ્યાએ તમે જાઓ ને એ ચર્ચમાં, રાઈટ? સો એને જે લાસ્ટ કપડાં પહેરેલા હતા ને, ધ લાસ્ટ ડ્રેસિંગ દેટ હી વોઝ વેરિંગ, રાઈટ? એમાં પણ ગોલ્ડ છે, એમાં પણ ગોલ્ડ છે. હી ઇઝ વેરિંગ સમ ગ્રીન કાઇન્ડ ઓફ ધ પર્ટિક્યુલર ટોપ, રાઈટ? અને એમાં ગોલ્ડ એમ્બ્રોઇડ કરેલું છે. I have seen, I know that, right? Personally મેં જેને જોયું. So you can imagine those people had lot of luxury, right? આપણે અત્યારના જમાનામાં ગોલ્ડ કપડામાં નાખી શકીએ? This is not possible, right? But at that point of time, right, people used to put gold through threads, right? I'm repeating it again, see. Gold and silver threads are woven with clothes, and embroidery is done with gold and silver threads to decorate the clothes. Surat is a prominent place for jari work. Underline that statement. Surat is a prominent place for jari work. Knitting and embroidery of Jardoshi work has a unique beauty that is all related to the minute art of design or creating a jari, right? एक कोई design बनावे, कोई image बनावे, right? Even artisans of Surat could make beautiful dresses like sari, panetar, garchola, etc. bordered with jari if needed. જે border હોય ને, right? જે designs, કોઈ બી particular સારી હોય કે પાનેતર હોય, right? તો એમાં અલગ અલગ designs create કરેલી હોય, which makes the dressing extremely beautiful, right? Those people are being found in Surat. Those people are being found in Surat, right? Gujarat છે, right? કદાચ બોર્ડમાં પૂછાઈ શકે. Surat is a part of Gujarat, right? So jari work, where the famous people are, the people are in Surat. And what kind of jari work is being created? In saris, in panetar, in garchola, etc. Small designs that they are being created through threads of gold and silver, right? This is all about jari work, right? Moving ahead, metal work, metal engraving, right? So what is metal work, right? The term metal, you might understand what it is. Metal work is also an old form of an art of India, right? See, metal પણ અત્યારનો concept નથી. That is again an old concept or an old tradition, right? Metal age began and developed after Stone Age. Stone Age તમને ખબર છે, right? પેલા Stone Age હતી, લોકો પથ્થરથી બધી વસ્તુ મારીને શિકાર કરતા હતા, and they used to survive, right? પછી Stone Age પછી કઈ એજ આવી? Metal Age, right? The artisans of Lothal made different weapons. Well, Lothal, again, that is a part of Gujarat. That is a part of Gujarat. That is nearby Dhodka, right? Made different weapons like sickle, drill, curved saw, જે પેલું કાપવાનું હોય ને એ, right? And needle, etc. Right? With copper and bronze. With copper and bronze. Moreover, they prepared utensils, idols and pots. Arms and ammunitions for wars were made up of metal, right? જ્યારે કોઈ બી war થતો હતો એ સમયની અંદર, right? તો arms and ammunitions, arms એટલે weapons and ammunitions એટલે જે પેલા bomb ને બધું હોય ને, right? Ammunitions, right? જેનાથી blast થાય, that kind of ammunitions for war they were made up of metal, right? પેલું gun જેવું હોય, right? એમાં પેલું નાખે ball and that goes and blasts on the other side, right? That kind of thing that were made up of metal. Gold and silver were used for making ornaments, right? એમાં પણ metal આવે, ધાતુ gold અને silver માં પણ આવે, right? Copper, brass and bronze were used to make utensils and idols, where iron was used to make instrument and weapons, right? See, બધી વસ્તુ આ લોકો include કરી દીધી છે in one paragraph. Topic is metal, right? But what are the different things which are being made? That is arms and ammunitions, through which again metal is required. Gold and silver, એમાં પણ metal required છે. હવે gold and silver માં copper, bronze and brass, again that is also been required. And even idols, right? Whereas iron was again being used to make instrument and weapons, right? Iron, metal, copper, bronze, each and everything that has been included in the metal work, that is the engraving concept, right? So after the Stone Age, the process that was being completed, the people have shifted towards the metal age. And all these different types of metals, that is gold, bronze, copper, brass, right, iron, were being used for different purposes, through which you can make arms and ammunitions, and you can again make iron, the use of irons to make the instruments and weapons, right? So that is all about metal work. Right? ખાસ ધ્યાન રાખજો, metal work માં જે artisans હતા, the artisans who were there in metal work, they were from Lothal, right? Gujarat no ek part છે, right? Which is nearby Dhodka, so that is Lothal. Remember it, right? One mark, fill in the blanks can be asked, right? That is all about metal work. Moving ahead, wooden art. લાકડામાંથી એક art create કરે, so that is wooden art, right? Man, trees, and forests are closely associated with each other. Man, trees, and forest are closely associated with each other, right? Initially, wood was used as firewood. પહેલાના જમાનાની અંદર જે wood નો use થતો હતો, the main purpose of the wood was firewood, to create fire, right? લાકડું હોય એમાં fire બહુ લાંબો સમય સુધી ચાલે. Later on, for making weapons, ધીમે ધીમે જેમ સમય જતો ગયો એમાંથી વેપન્સ બનતું ગયું. એક્સ, રાઈટ? તો એક્સમાં તો થોડોક જ ભાગ મેટલ હોય અથવા આયર્ન હોય, બાકી જે હેન્ડલ હોય એ વુડનું હોય, રાઈટ? This how the concept was being developed. હવે આપણે એક પ્રોપર ડેફિનેશન નથી આપી શકતા કે કેવી રીતે ચેન્જીસ આવ્યા, બટ જેમ જેમ માણસમાં સમયગાળો આગળ વધતો ગયો એમ સ્કિલ્સ ચેન્જ થતા ગયા, મોડિફાય થતા ગયા, રાઈટ? આપણે કેમ દિવસે દિવસે જે મોટા થઈએ છે મોડિફાય થઈએ છે, રાઈટ? આપણું સ્માર્ટનેસ, આપણી ક્રિએટિવિટી, આપણા સ્કિલ્સ વધતા જાય છે. એન્ડ દેન વી લુક અવરસેલ્ફ 5 to 10 years બેક, ત્યારે આપણે જોઈએ પહેલા કંઈ જ નહોતું, હવે કેટલું બધું છે. તો આ જે હિસ્ટ્રી છે એ પણ કાંઈક એવી જ છે. Whatever the concept it is, right? But we have to understand a little bit in that part of the history. As the time has passed away, the people were becoming smarter and smarter day by day, right? So they started to make different things from different particular products that they had at that point of time, right? It has been clearly mentioned that wood was being specially used for the fire purpose, and then they transformed themselves, right? And they transformed their skills, and later on for making weapons, constructions of building, right? And other construction work. Gradually, wood was used for different purpose, like making idols, toys for children, wooden pillars, windows and doors, small huts on the top of the terrace, thrones, chairs and grills. In this way, wood carving was developed. And wood furniture, that is the wooden furniture like swings and toys of Bidar and Sankheda in Gujarat are well known, right? કેટલી અલગ અલગ વસ્તુ wood માંથી બનાવતું માણસ થઈ, right? That is a skill. અહીંયા કેવું છે, આર્ટ છે, right? તો આમાં જે ટ્રાન્સફોર્મેશન થાય છે એ સ્કિલ છે. શું છે? સ્કિલ, right? આર્ટ, skill and fine arts. As the time goes on, right, we are becoming more smarter and smarter day by day. We are using the technology at the maximum level to get the benefits from each and every corner. So even at that point of time, people transform their thoughts, people transform their creativity and skills to use one product in different ways, which would give the benefits to the humans only or to the human society. You cannot imagine anything without iron today. You cannot imagine anything without wooden today. You cannot imagine anything without water today. Right? છે તો એક જ વસ્તુ, પણ એના એટલા મલ્ટીપર્પઝ યુઝિસ છે, રાઈટ, કે આપણે આ કેટલીક વસ્તુ વગર આપણને ચાલતું નથી, રાઈટ? એન્ડ ઓલ ધીસ થિંગ્સ have been created by humans and have been developed by humans for the benefits of humans, right? એક વસ્તુમાંથી મલ્ટીપર્પઝ યુઝ ક્રિએટ થતા છે, રાઈટ? So that is all about skills. That is all about skills, right? Next, inlay work. What is inlay work now? See, inlay work is considered to be a very ancient art of India. Indian kings, emperors, rulers and royal people, જે નવાબ હોય ને, રાજાના છોકરાઓના છોકરા તો એમની પેઢી, that is the royal people of that time used to wear ornaments as necklace, bracelet, crown, ring, nose ring, damni, that is tiko, etc., were studded with the precious gems like diamonds, pearls and rubies, etc. Artisans were expert in the work of inlay art. Artisans were expert in the work of inlay art. Bikaner area of Rajasthan is more popular for inlay ornaments. Ornaments, inlay એટલે શું? એક ornament. શું કહેવાય? ઓર્નામેન્ટ. તો ઓર્નામેન્ટ્સ કયા કયા ઓર્નામેન્ટ્સ? નેકલેસ. તો પ્લેન તો નેકલેસ હોય નહીં, રાજા છે, રોયલ પીપલ છે, એ નેકલેસમાં જે ડિઝાઇન ક્રિએટ થાય, એ શેપ ક્રિએટ થાય એઝ પર ધ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ ઓફ ધ પીપલ, રાઈટ? જેવું કે એવું બનાવી દે. That kind of concept, that is known as an inlay work. That is known as an inlay work, right? Marriages માં જો અત્યારે ટ્રેડિશન્સ છે, વેડિંગ રિંગ્સ, રાઈટ, વેડિંગ બેન્ડ્સ, એક જ સરખી રિંગ બનાવવાની, રાઈટ, તો એમને બની જાય. That require an art. આ ટાઈપનું ચેન જોઈએ છે, આ ટાઈપની જ્વેલરી જોઈએ છે, and all the different kind of things which is related to gold and jewelries, right? I want this type of metal, or I want this type of gold or silver, right? So that has to be created. That is known as an inlay work. And at that point of time, the kings and the royal people used to wear ornaments like necklace, bracelet, right, crown, ring, nose ring, right, with a specific design. And the people were there to create the same design as required by the particular king or prince or the royal people, right? This is known as the inlay work. And this kind of people are there in Rajasthan. Last sentence. That is, Rajasthan is more popular for inlay ornaments. Right? एक piece, एक set create करो, which looks like the same, right? That is known as an inlay ornament. એક આખો set create થાય, right? ગળામાં ચેન હોય, પછી કાનમાં પહેરવાનું હોય, નાકમાં પહેરવાનું હોય, different bracelets હોય, તો એક આખી ડિઝાઇન ક્રિએટ કરે, which looks the same. આપણે કેવું, આપણે કોઈના મેરેજમાં જઈને સૂટ પહેરીએ, રાઈટ, તો કેવું એક જ સરખો હોય, બધું મેચિંગ થતું હોય છે, રાઈટ, the suit and the particular trouser and the shirt and the tie, and each and everything is, contrasting and matching with each other, which makes a perfect particular dressing sense. So here it is about the inlay work. That is the kind of ornament that makes a particular a person, that is a royal person, a king or a queen, in a complete way, right? So that kind of inlay ornaments were being prepared, and the people who were expertise, that belongs to Rajasthan. That is, Rajasthan is more popular for inlay ornaments, right? So moving ahead, that is akik work. So what is akik work now? Akik is a kind of a precious stone. Underline that statement. It is a kind of a precious stones. આપણે ઘણા હાથમાં રિંગ્સ પહેરતા હોય, તેમાં ઘણા પથ્થર હોય, રાઈટ, અલગ અલગ રિંગ્સ હોય, ને રિંગ્સમાં અલગ અલગ સ્ટોન્સ, જેમિની સ્ટોન્સ પહેરતા હોય. So that kind of a precious stones it is, right? Especially found in the valley areas of the river. It is chiefly chalcedonic mixed with silica blue or white stone. Carnelian is the main stone with semi-separate quality and beautiful red in color, right? Gemini stones આપણે જે કહીએ ને, green હોય ને, red હોય and blue હોય ને, કેટલાક yellowish અથવા કહેવાય ને golden type ના હોય. So this kind of stones, that is known as the akik work. That is a precious stone, right? In Gujarat, various precious stones are available in big and small size, right? અલગ-અલગ ટાઈપના stones available છે in Gujarat, whether it is big or small. At Ranpur and at Surat, right? All these stones are sent to Khambhat. All these stones are being sent to Khambhat, right? To mold into various beautiful ornaments with various designs, beads, different shapes and size, right? And garland of stones are being prepared by them. एक आपको set prepare था stones में, right? Which place it is? It is Khambhat. Right? And in Gujarat, various precious stones are available at two places. First is Surat and second is Ranpur. Underline that statement. So Limdi or Ranpur, right? This kind of stones are being available in Gujarat in two places, Surat and Ranpur. And these stones are being sent to Khambhat, right? To mold them into beautiful ornaments and in different designs. That is known as the akik work. Akik એટલે એક stone, એ રીતે યાદ રાખજો. Akik means an precious stone and inlay means an ornament. એક આખો set ornament નો create થાય, right? So આ રીતે તમે inlay અને akik ને યાદ રાખજો. Inlay that represents an ornaments, right? That is diamond, pearls and rubies. And akik is a kind of different stone, right? Which has been available in Gujarat in two places. First is Surat and second is Ranpur, and which has been sent to Khambhat, right? to mold into a beautiful ornaments with different designs, right? So this is Akik work and this is inlay work, right? I hope you remember this concept in an easy way, right? Moving towards the next topic, that is painting. That is painting. Now we all know what painting it is, right? Of all the arts, painting is the foremost one. Painting is an art which can be expressed through lines and colors. It is an art which expresses through lines and colors. Lines and colors, right? Different designs, different lines, which creates an image, which has a message, right? The aim of this art is to express emotions by imitating the animate and the inanimate objects of nature through lines and colors. We have the evidence of Indian art of painting from the remains of 5,000 years old of the Harappan culture. 5,000 years old painting નામનો concept છે, right? અત્યારનો આ concept નથી, it is a 5,000 years old concept, right? Of the Harappan civilization or of the Harappan culture, right? Various models of paintings have been found out many times by the archaeological department during excavation work. Archaeologist હોય ને, right? એ આવી બધી historical વસ્તુ ઉપર વધારે research કરતા હોય, right? આખા countryમાં જાય ને અલગ અલગ સ્ટેટ્સમાં રહીને અલગ અલગ research કરે and they find new things each and every time, right? So whenever they are researching, they find different types of painting in their research work, right? We have traces of picture of animals and birds in the cave painting of primitive man of Stone Age at Bhimbetka, that is MP, Madhya Pradesh. And people used to draw geometrical designs and sketches. Elephants, rhincaros, deers are notables among them. Underline that statement. I'm repeating it again. કેટલું કહું છું એટલી વસ્તુ તમે underline કરજો, right? We have traces of pictures of animals and birds in the cave painting of primitive men of Stone Age at Bhimbetka, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Underline that line. And second line, people used to draw geometrical designs and sketches. Elephants, rhincaros, that might be a kind of an animal, right? Deer and notables amongst them, right? Different types of even animals, that is elephants, rhinoceros and deer. Again, they used to draw at their ancient time, right? Now, તમે imagine કરો, right? Animals and birds. So 5,000 years પહેલા કેવા animals હશે, કેવા birds હશે, right? Even at that point of time, the people used to draw through painting, right? It is an art. It is an art, right? Everyone does not have this kind of skills, right? Ajanta Ellora are incomparable specimens of such paintings, right? Ajanta Ellora ma elephants na sketches and paintings છે, right? Drawing the sketches of swastik no je pelo logo hoy ne e, right? Picture Ganesha at the time of festivals and celebration is an old tradition of India, right? એ તો આ બધી વસ્તુ કોઈ બી કલ્ચર અથવા ફેસ્ટિવલ હોય આ બધી વસ્તુ તો ડ્રો થાય જ છે, પેઇન્ટ થાય જ છે. That is swastik, picture Ganesha at the time of festivals and celebration is an old tradition in India, right? Rangoli making is also a very old tradition in some of the regions of India. પહેલાના સમયમાં લોકો રંગોલી કરતા, right? હજુ પણ કરે છે, but the concept has been, lessened now or has been decreased now. But in the previous year, right, or in the previous 10 to 20 years back, people used to draw rangoli during Diwali, right? Now this craze has been gone, ખબર નહીં છે કે નહીં, but I don't see in much of this concept right now. But previously it was done in our country, right? So that is all about painting. Right? So moving ahead, we still have time. Let's complete this particular page, that is page number 12, right? We are moving towards the third topic, that is fine arts of India, right? I'm again repeating, the concept has been divided into three parts, topic 1, topic 2 and topic 3. topic 1 that is related to art, topic 2 that is related to skills. તમે એમ કહી શકો skills related છે. શું કામ skills? કારણ કે minute work કરવામાં આવે છે હરેક concept ની અંદર. And third topic that is related to fine arts, that is dance. So what it is, let's move ahead. Singing, playing, dancing and performing roles of different characters is a unique feature of Indian culture. Entertainment with moral education has been imparted since ancient times through dramas based on the greatest scriptures like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Alright? Drama karvo. Right? That is also an art. જે different roles, different characters આપવામાં આવે, તમે એ રોલમાં જતા રહ્યો છો, એ પ્રમાણે તમારું character છે, and when you play that drama, that is also an art. Right? આ art પણ બધામાં હોતું નથી. Right? Suppose if someone says me કે તમારે આ પ્રમાણે behave કરવાનું છે, so I cannot behave like him in a perfect way, but there are people in this world who behave exactly the same as the other person does. That is known as an art. Whether it is in dancing, whether it is singing, or whether it is a kind of drama, that represents fine arts of India. Right? So let's move towards the first topic, that is music. Indian music is unique in the world from point of view of tune, rhythm and harmony. So it is different from music of other countries of the world. Samveda, one of the 4 Vedas, is considered to be associated with music. Underline that statement. Samveda, one of the 4 Vedas, is considered to be associated with music. Richa's of Samveda are sung with a tune and dream of music. Right? Music involves both singing and playing. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Right? All this kinds of concept has been done in the music. Sa re ga re ga ma pa pa da ni da ni sa, and all these different kinds were being there, right? Which creates a particular tune. Right? Are the 7 vowels of music. Indian music can be divided into 2 parts. Classical music and folk music. Right? અત્યારનું જે music છે એ આખું અલગ જ છે. But જૂના જમાનામાં તમે જાઓ in the previous eras, right, the music was only of 2 types, that is the classical and the folk music. We have 5 ragas of classical music: Shri, Deepak, Indol, Megh and Bhairavi. These are the different ragas. That means the way a particular song or a particular tune has been to be sing, right? That is Shri, Deepak, Indol, Megh and Bhairavi. 5 types. Underline all the 5 types. 5 ragas, the way we sing a particular tune. કોઈ પણ એક રીત 5 માંથી, right? જે પ્રમાણે ગીત ગાવામાં આવે એ, right? It is believed that all these ragas naturally come out of the Panchmukh of Lord Shiva. એક belief છે કે આ 5 રાગા જે છે, right? They naturally came out of the Panchmukh of Lord Shiva. In ancient India, many texts were written on the music, out of which introduction of 3, that is Sangeet, Makrand, Sangeet, Ratnakar and Sangeet, Parijat is given below. Right? હવે એ સમયની અંદર in the ancient India, right, that is at that point of time, many texts were written on music. ઘણી બધી વસ્તુ music ઉપર લખાતી. Right? Out of which 3 things came out: Sangeet Makrand, Sangeet Ratnakar and Sangeet Parijat. Right? That has been given in the next 3 points. What it is, let's look, right? And then we'll be done for today. First, Sangeet Makrand. A music scholar, Narad, who had written Sangeet Makrand at about 900 BC. In about 900 BC, before Christ, right? 900 વર્ષ પહેલા, ક્રાઇસ્ટનો જન્મ થયો એના 900 વર્ષ પહેલા, a person named or a scholar named Narad, right, had written Sangeet Makrand. It describes 19 Veenas, tunes, different Veenas, and 101 rhythm, which are useful even today. Right? Sangeet Makrand hoy to ખાસ યાદ રાખવાનું Narad, right? He created this tune 900 BC, that is 900 years before Christ. And it describes 19 Veenas and 101 rhythm. Right? So this is about Sangeet Makrand. Second concept, that is Sangeet Ratnakar. The writer of this text was Pandit Sarangdev. પેલામાં નારદ હતું, બીજામાં સારંગદેવ છે. Underline it, right? The writer of this text was Pandit Sarangdev. He lived in Daulatabad, that is Devgiri. So he was familiar with South and North Indian music. Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande considers Sangeet Ratnakar as the most authentic book on music. એક વ્યક્તિ છે, એનું નામ છે પંડિત વિષ્ણુ નારાયણ Bhatkhande. That is a person, and he says that, or he considers that Sangeet Ratnakar as the most authentic book on music. એવું કહે છે આજ સુધી મેં ક્યારેય કોઈ authentic book જોઈ નથી. He is the only person who has written a book on music, right? That is, Sangeet Ratnakar is believed to be in a unique way, that is understanding all the aspects of music. He has written a book in such a way in which all the aspects of the musics are being covered. All the aspects of the musics are being covered, right? So that is Sangeet Ratnakar. And the third concept, that is Sangeet Parijat. Sangeet Parijat is a very important book on music. Underline that statement. Sangeet Parijat is an important book on music. Pandit Ahobale has written a text in the year 1665, right? Pandit Ahobale. 3 different concepts and 3 different people. Sangeet Makran, that is the scholar Narad. Sangeet Ratnakar, that is Pandit Sarangdev. And the third one, that is Sangeet Parijat, that is Pandit Ahobale, right? Had written this text in the year 1665 on northern Hindustani music. He had noted one important characteristics featured of all the ragas. He has written a music in which all the ragas have been there, saying that the ragas have their own identity and characteristics. He has described 29 types of tunes. Underline that statement also, right? During the time of Alauddin Khilji, talented Amir Khusro was very famous. Due to his contribution in the field of music and poetry, he has known a tutti a hind, that is the parrot of India. The parrot, the sound of the parrot, it's sweet, right? In Indian history, Bhakti movement started in India in 15th and 16th century. Bhakti Sangeet of Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu Kabir, Tulsidas, Mirabai and Narsi Mehta, etc. were very famous. And the disciples of Swami Haridas, Baiju Bawra, that is Baijnath, Tansen and duet girl Tanariri are considered as the jewels of music of the 15th century. Right? This is the 21st century. So that is almost now 500-600 years back, right? So 3 concepts were being introduced from music, that is Sangeet Makran, Sangeet Ratnakar and Sangeet Parijat, right? And these 3 concepts, right, were being developed from the ragas. So there were 5 ragas: Shri, Deepak, Hindol, Megh and Bhairavi, right? And એવું believe કરવામાં આવે છે that these ragas were being coming out from the mouth of Lord Shiva, right? અને એમાંથી આ 3 concept બહાર પડ્યા મ્યુઝિકના: Makran, Ratnakar and Parijat. So Makran, who the person was? Narad, 19 veenas and 101 rhymes. Ratnakar, so that is Pandit Sarangdev, right? He created North Indian and South Indian music and is believed to be a unique understanding of the all aspects of the music. એ રીતે મ્યુઝિકની ટેક્સ્ટ લખેલી છે જેમાં આખો મ્યુઝિકનો કોન્સેપ્ટ કવર થઈ જાય છે. And third, Sangeet Parijat, right? Pandit Ahobale has written this in the year 1665, right, of the northern Hindustani music, which creates all the 29 types of tunes. Right? I hope whatever we have did today is clear. We are stopping the video over here. If you have any questions or any doubts, whatever we have discussed, you can ask.